How's it guys, this is Dayvy FPL and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be the Game Week 26 review along with the Blank Gameweek 27 Preview. So let's just get straight into the Game Week 26 review. I ended up getting 83 points, which was above the average of 57, and it saw me rise in rank to the 325th mark. It's not the best rank that I've had this season, but I'm obviously very happy with it. Just hoping that we can climb up the ranks every week. That's kind of my goal, so that we can finish quite high up in the log at the end of the season. So getting onto my Game Week 26 team, I ended up getting a clean sheet from Edison as Man City thrashed Chelsea 6-0. I was just happy in the end to get the clean sheet from Edison. He also got a nice bonus point for his saves, so it took his total to 7 points. Very happy that I brought him in for the double game week and he returned against Chelsea. I wasn't really expecting much against Chelsea, so obviously every point counts in those top 6 clashes. Then we have Wan-Bissaka with 1 point. Had a little bit of confusion of whether to start Wan-Bissaka or Digne. At the end, both players played for me as Rashford was benched. Wan-Bissaka ended up with 1 point and Digne with 2. Then we have Doherty with 2 points, which was a little bit disappointing. But then Robertson also got 9 points, so that's helpful. He ended up getting a clean sheet and an assist, if I don't believe. Then we have Salah with 8 points, which doubled to 16. Happy that my captain returned. Obviously was highly captained this week, so the points don't really matter that much. But if you maybe captained a differential player, you ended up scoring big this game week. Then Richarlison with 2 points, Sterling with a massive haul of 18. As I said, no one expected Man City to thrash Chelsea the way they did. Sterling ended up getting 2 goals and an assist, so very happy with that. He was actually the highest scoring Man City player, if I don't believe. So happy that I had him in my team. Obviously Aguero also went massive, but didn't have him. Not too hacked about it. A little bit maybe disappointed as I've missed 2 of his hat-trick hauls, but I only have myself to blame for that. And then Pogba with 16 points and also a massive haul for him. He's really showing his form in the FPL season. Towards the end of the season, he's been absolute gold and definitely a player that seems to be carrying on and should end up scoring massive points before the end of the season. Then we have Mane, who I ended up bringing in to my team. It was either Mane or Son, so I was happy that Mane outscored Son, even though it was 2 points. Every point in the leaderboard counts, so happy to net those 2 points with bringing in Mane this game week. Then obviously Jimenez with 2 points, so quite disappointed with him, quite disappointed with Wolves overall, but can't really be mad after what the Wolves players have brought me in my career this season. Then we have Rashford on the bench, obviously. Ended up not being that big of a decision. Just the 1 point swing whether he came on. Maybe he could have got some returns, but the Solskjaer didn't want to risk him after that knock, so he stayed on the bench, ended up getting 0 points. Then Kiko Femenia also got 0 points. I'm a little bit worried about Kiko Femenia as I brought him in knowing that I might need him for next game week, and the manager keeps on coming out and saying that he should be back and he's kind of training, so I'm really hoping that he'll come back, but talk more about that in the Game Week 27 preview. Then Kamara, who is on loan obviously, so not getting too many points from him. And then Button as well with 0 points. So overall we got 83 points as I said, and saw us rise in rank to about the 300th mark. Overall points now are 1,731. So now let's get on to what everyone's been waiting for, the Game Week 27 preview. So as I said in the start of the video, this is going to be a blank game week, so a lot of players are going to be missing out. Not as many as previous seasons, but this is because it's kind of a mini blank game week. So the likes of Man City, Chelsea, Everton and Brighton players are missing. So if you have any of those players, you should be able to see on your pick team or your my team tab, they will have no fixture, as Edison here doesn't have any fixture. So just make sure that you have, I wouldn't say 11 players. I don't think 11 players is essential, but just have enough good players to get you a quality score, and make sure the players are starters and they should get some returns. So I'm just going to talk about the blank game week a little bit here, because I'm going to be talking about my transfers in a little bit, and so this is not a fair reflection on what my team will look like come the Game Week 27 deadline. So as I said, it's the Man City and Everton and Chelsea and Brighton players that are missing out. So in terms of fixtures to look out for, the main problem with this game week, and why a lot of people are wanting to play their free hit this game week, is that Man United play Liverpool. So as you can see, I have a total of 5 players involved in that fixture. So I'm kind of hoping for a high scoring affair, but sometimes FPL doesn't give you what you want. But overall, hoping to get some returns out of that. I think the worst scenario probably would be a 0-0 with just Robbo getting some points, but hopefully, as I said, a high-scoring affair, and we can get some points from the attackers. So that's probably the biggest talking point, is this Man United versus Liverpool game. And I've had a lot of questions of viewers asking if they should use their free hit. Obviously, I'm not going to advise you and tell you what to do, but I'd kind of suggest away from using the free hit this game week. Obviously, you can, as I said, it's your team, but there's a lot of blanks coming up, a lot of doubles coming up. I would save the chip for those game weeks. And a lot of players are going to be having Man United and Liverpool players, so I don't think the scores are going to be that big this game week. And even if they are big, you should have coverage, because most of us have Man United and Liverpool players. Other fixtures to watch out for is the potential of Wolves playing Bournemouth. That also could be a high-scoring affair. And then obviously Spurs are playing Burnley, which I'll talk about the Spurs assets in a little bit when I talk about transfers. But Burnley have shown a resurgence of form defensively, and they're looking quite a better team. But obviously Spurs are coming back off the win against Dortmund in the Champions League, so they should be full of confidence. And then the other fixture I'm kind of keeping my eye on, and I'll talk about it in the transfers as well, is this West Ham versus Fulham fixture. Obviously, Fulham are looking desperate defensively. Looks like any team can score against them. So West Ham, they have some good attacking form and attacking players. So hopefully they can really get in that Fulham defense and do well. And then obviously the main captaincy will probably come from the Arsenal-Southampton game. I do not have any Arsenal players. Obviously Aubameyang, to be honest, due to his sickness, that was what kept me out of transferring him in. He, as I said in my previous video, I was keen on bringing him in and captaining him in this fixture, but obviously due to the sickness, I didn't really feel confident 100% bringing him in, so I opted for Mane rather. And to be fair, that the Mane transfer doesn't look like a bad one with Liverpool not blanking, so I'm kind of happy I made that move. But obviously Aubameyang or Lacazette can punish me. One thing to note is that Lacazette did pick up a red card, so I would just monitor Aubameyang on Thursday when they play the Europa League game. It is a home fixture, so it shouldn't be too bad, but just monitor him for injuries or something like that. So now I'm going to talk about the transfers and the potential transfers for this game week. So right now I do not have a playing keeper, so I will probably be transferring Edison out. And then what I had currently planned is taking Richarlison out as well. Obviously Everton blank this game week, so not looking too forward to that. But in terms of replacements, I'm a little bit stumped. For the goalkeeping decision, well, actually both my transfers are going to come down to this decision. It's whether I'm going to plan to use my free hit in game week 31, which is a blank game week, or to use it in game week 32, which is a double game week. Right now, I'm leaning towards using my free hit in game week 32. The main reason is that a lot of the blanks in 31, as I said in my preview of my ultimate guide to the blanks and doubles, the blanks are going to be marginally smaller in game week 33. So if I prepare for game week 31, I will have prepared for game week 33, as most players will have similar players blanking, maybe a couple more teams playing, but overall they're pretty much the same type of blanks. And then I can use my free hit to capitalize on the double game week and put in my best squad. Another reason why I'm looking to use it in game week 32 is that Liverpool play Tottenham Hotspurs, so that's not a favorable fixture for my Liverpool players, and I have 3 of them. So in my free hit team, I'll probably will have one or two Liverpool players, and you kind of want to make the most of the doubles. So that's what I'm kind of considering. So if I'm going to use my free hit in game week 32, as I said, it's odd final, I might use it in game week 31. But then you just use this use my thoughts and then rather prepare for Game Week 31. So what I was thinking is if I'm going to use my free hits in Game Week 32, I'm going to have to bring in a keeper that plays in the blanks. So if we are to scroll onto Game Week 31, as you can see, there's only 5 fixtures. So the one that stands out for me right now is West Ham versus Huddersfield. That looks like a good fixture. Obviously, you can also go for maybe the Newcastle keeper. The thing that I don't like about the Newcastle keeper is that Newcastle end up playing Crystal Palace, who are still in the FA Cup. So that could be a blank. I did consider Dubravka before if I was going to use my free hits in Game Week 31, as Newcastle have some lovely fixtures up until then. But I'm kind of leaning towards bringing in maybe Fabianski. I'm also looking at Schmeichel, but I would be looking to bring in Pereira in the future. So I don't really want to double up on the Leicester defense. So right now it's kind of looking like I'll be bringing Fabianski in, and then maybe the midfield slot might be Felipe Anderson. Originally I was considering bringing in Son, but Son's fixtures are a little bit weird up until the blank game week. Southampton away is a very nice fixture, but Chelsea and Arsenal, they're not bad fixtures. As you can see, as we've seen in the previous game weeks, Chelsea are not looking the same team defensively, and Arsenal are also looking quite leaky. So I'm not saying that Son won't score in that, and I might very well bring him in. But if I'm looking forward in time, I'm kind of thinking about bringing in Felipe Anderson for the blanks. Obviously, I can bring Son in when he has the double on my free hit. So right now, I'm probably going to be bringing in Fabianski. So let's just add him there, and then maybe Anderson. Yeah, so that's probably how the team might look out. Obviously, as I said, I could bring in Son if I end up deciding on him. It all depends on the fixtures. Then I just wanted to touch on a little bit on some questions that I've been getting recently. Is if you don't have your free hit or your wild card, you got to use your transfers wisely in this case. What I would suggest is looking at these fixtures and kind of aiming to bring in some of these players, as if you bring in these players, you'll cover the blank game week 33 as well, and then kind of just use some of your players for the double. That would be my strategy probably, or you can kind of field less than 11 players for the blank, which is also optional, and then you can field more double game week players. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap up this video. As I said, right now we are sitting at 325th in the world, which is an amazing rank. Also want to say thank you guys for following me on Twitter. We have hit 1,000 followers on Twitter. Thank you so much. If you haven't followed me, follow me on there, and you can reach me with questions on there as well. And otherwise, just drop a comment down below if you have any questions on the upcoming game week or even the future game weeks. I answer all the questions, so drop a comment down below and I'll get back to you. Also, like the video if you enjoyed. We've been hitting some crazy number of likes recently, and I'd like to continue that, so please like the video, and also subscribe if you're new. A lot of people are not subscribed yet, so if you're looking forward to more FPL content on my channel, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps the channel out a lot. But otherwise, I'm going to be signing off. This has been Dayvy FPL, and I'm out. Cheers, bye.